So I've come to the conclusion that the 9 to 5 is going to be dead in probably the next 10 to 15 years. And there's only going to be a select few people who are going to be able to succeed in the future once the system dies. I say that because job security doesn't exist anymore. The cost of living is going to continue to go up. Every time you look at the news, every time you get an email, it's saying, we're raising the price of this. The vehicle registration is going up. Your Netflix subscription is going up. This is going up. That's going up. We're raising our prices. We're raising our prices. They go up and up and up. But guess what hasn't been raised? None of our wages have been raised, right? If you work in a sales job, you know that they continue to move the goalpost, right? If you work in a standard hourly job, you know that they make you do more and more and more work. They put more and more and more tasks on your table, right, without compensating you anymore. They may give you a 50-cent raise, if that. They may not give you a raise at all. Social Security. As a generation, we're not going to get any Social Security because all the boomers are using up all that Social Security, and there's not enough of us young people to feed back into the Social Security. So by the time we get to 60 and 70 years old, there's not going to be any retirement money left for us. This system that promised us stability, security, a well-off life, that's not going to exist. And the only way that we're going to be able to overcome this is you're going to have to learn how to utilize the internet to make your own money. A job is not going to provide you the stability and the security to support yourself in the future. You have to learn how to utilize the internet. Now, your entire business doesn't have to be on the internet, but you need to learn how to utilize the internet and have some kind of tangible skill to make money. Whether that's, you know how to do hair, you know how to do nails, you know how to fix cars, you know how to sell a product or service. You're going to have some kind of tangible skill, and you're going to have to learn how to utilize that skill on the internet, or you're going to have to use the internet in some way to sell that particular skill. That way that you can make a decent amount of income to support yourself. Because like I said, the cost of everything is going to continue to go up. The goalpost is going to continue to be moved. And a lot of this stuff is kind of out of our control. We can't hope and pray that billionaires decide to have a heart and decide to pay us equally. And unfortunately, I feel like you have more control over yourself and what you can do than putting that faith into these millionaires and billionaires that truly don't give a fuck about us. So the difference between people who are going to succeed are going to be the people who utilize the internet, and the people who are going to fail are the people who are going to continue using this dying system and believing in it, and not learning how to change and adapt in a world that's constantly changing and constantly adapting.